Beautiful peeps, daily vlogs to Main Stage EDC episode 34, I believe. Turn the fan down. Guys, we're crushing it. Been pumping out these daily vlogs. That feels good. This content always feels the best for me because, one, I enjoy making it the most. It's therapeutic. I always feel better after. And maybe not the most, because I do love some of the short form, like comment of the day and stuff like that, because that's a personal interaction with you guys. But I do love this. So it feels good to be banging them out. Daily vlogs, let's go. Announced my album on the last one. I started working on it today, guys. I started working on the intro song. Man, it's not done yet, but it's fully written, and I already started working on the music. Man, I'm so excited for you guys to listen to this. I'm so inspired by this album. I want to get it out quick. Don't rush hard. I'm hype. I want to get it done fast, and I want to get it out. Now, does that mean it's at the cost of quality? No, of course not, never, right? And that's the silliness of that argument. Like, you can't rush hard, you know, but in 2026, you got to put out 100 songs a week and 100 pieces of content. And in those conversations, I'm always like, it's so simple. You have to have a foundational level of quality. And this is no matter what you're building in 2026 and on socials, because whatever you try to build in this world is going to need social media in 2026. So in all those arguments, I'm like, obviously the thing, the product, the service, the music, the art, the muffin, whatever you're selling has to be as good, you know, has to be a certain level of quality for people to enjoy. But the difference, you know, once you get to that level, you can very easily get into perfectionism, particularly with artists, with music, because then you're like using that improvement as an excuse, when in reality, everybody who's succeeding in art right now is just dropping bangers, right? But they're dropping fast, boom, 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 boom. And so, and the reality is quantity breeds quality, right? Because you iterate. If you're focused on improving, if you're just doing junk volume, you're not going to get better. But if you're iterating and you take pride in your writing and you're learning and you're studying and all those reps, you're really, you know, absorbing in terms of what works, what doesn't, what do I like, what do I don't, well, then the quantity does get you the better quality. So those conversations are always so simple to me. It has to be good enough, which is a lot lower than most people think, because they use that as an excuse. It's got to be better. And then you just got to hammer the quantity, which is going to keep making you better. So you get this beautiful catalog of ever increasing quality. And that's so simple to me. So I want to get this out quick. I want to bang out this album. I'm having fun making it already, and I started today. And the profitability, I want that opportunity for you guys to support me directly, because the more profitable music becomes, the more time I get to invest into it, the better art I get to make, the more I get to give back. It becomes this beautiful flywheel. Plus, the more my demand grows, then the more opportunity I have to do live shows, which is going to be the most fun way to spend my time anyway, right? And so I'm so excited for all of it. And that album is going to be a way for you guys to support me directly. And so I'm super excited about it, and I'm just, this whole next level is going to be amazing. I'm so grateful for you guys. Feeling great today. In the life category, I started hooping today again. So I played basketball 4 years in high school, and I loved it. And then I always continued playing pickup basketball here at my home gym, my favorite home gym, because I got a couple here, but my main home gym, my home base, there's an indoor court. And 2018, 2019, all the way up until COVID, it was the purest form of joy. And I'm curious what these things are for you, if you've ever had them, if you still have them, or maybe this is a sign for you to get back to them. These activities in your life where it's the purest form of joy and excitement. And most importantly, which contributes to that, no profitability, no business, no content, no purpose other than enjoying it, right? And that's my struggle, because I'm a builder. I like building, and also value, right? I want to be valuable in this world, which means, you know, I want to help people and be rewarded in return for that help, so I can have that flywheel of service. And that includes economics, that includes products and services, that includes selling things, right? Capitalism. That's what I want, and I'm not ashamed of it. I want freedom for my family. And so if you're that archetype as well, like me, the idea of doing something just for fun is really hard because immediately your mind goes to, how can I build? How can I create community with that thing? How can I post it? How can I profit off of it? How can I give back with what I profit off it? How can I create for others? Build, including the economics to build. So the idea of doing something just for fun, it's like going to play basketball just for fun. It's like, yeah, but let me put my phone in the corner and get clips because this is gonna be a reel, about the best therapy is basketball. Like it's there all the time. And I have done that. And so I go back to this time, which I remembered recently, where I was building things and work and socials and all that stuff. But this thing had none of that. I was just excited to come play basketball, and it was fitness, right? So maybe you say it's building my health, but that doesn't count. It's a different category, right? It was joy. It was building my fitness, my cardio, my health, but it wasn't discipline. I was excited to do it. I couldn't wait to do it. So COVID blew that out the water because everything shut down. Obviously the basketball court shut down. And in the years after, it never kind of gained steam again. The pickup runs that were happening, pickup basketball runs that was happening was popping prior to COVID. Like we would all, again, be so hype and excited. We would be there 20 minutes before the last yoga class got out because they do the yoga in the gym. So, I had the schedule memorized. Monday, 6:30, Tuesday, 7:45, Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Like when that last yoga class is out, we got like 2 hours of court or 3.5 hours of court time before the gym closed. So we'd be there 20 minutes before, and there'd be 5, 10, 15, 20 hoopers in the hallway. Like the yoga people always had like this intimidating walkout because, during the weekdays at least, it was usually packed. There was like a ton of duffel bags, basketball shoes, like hoopers standing right there, and then they'd have to walk out with their like yoga mat. Like probably felt like rushed, right? Which, sucks, but that's what it was. We wanted to get on the court first because then, if you got first game, if you win, you get to stay on. So it was popping, and that quantity of hoopers never quite picked up. But I noticed the last really couple months, but the last week was when I just really started thinking about it again. Oh, I think it's popping again because I'm usually getting to the gym like 2, 3, 4. I try to beat the rush, and then get out like 5, 6, try to beat the rush. And I'm starting to see like hoopers waiting in the hallway again. And a couple times I saw hoopers playing days that I was there later. And so I was like, this is feeling good. I think I'm going to be playing again. And sure enough, today I was like, Saturday 11:30 was always lit back then. So I'm like, I wonder if Saturday's popping again. Today I jump in, got my first pickup game again. 4-on-4. It's a small course. So we go 4-on-4 max, not 5-on-5. And it felt so good. Great cardio, more suck and wind than I've ever done in a while. Like heart burning, like 180 heart rate, like the best cardio possible. And flies like that because it's fun. And then that was that yesterday or was that today? No, this was today. I don't know if I said yesterday. Today, Sunday. I went yesterday, but there wasn't really a game going. I was just shooting. Today I came, there was a game. So I got in the game and I'm back. That's amazing. And I'm so excited. It was literally my first game. Felt great. Knees held up, legs held up. I also stopped playing because it's one of the biggest risks of injury for soft tissue, like Achilles, meniscus, all the stuff that'll put you out for a while. And that would suck. And so there's a lot of opportunity to do that. And so that's, for a while I also thought it's not worth the risk, even if there were games. And there's games other parts of town, but I was like, but now I'm back and it feels so good. And I'm curious if you have those things where it's not building, it's not being recorded, certainly not profitable. It's just to do it. It's not for your kids. It's not for somebody else. It's for you. I'm excited about this to go play, right? Like a kid. Because I got one of those things back. It's actually the only thing in my life that is that. And again, family doesn't count. If you do something with somebody, like I like walking, it feels good, but it's like you got to walk the dog, or like with the kids, like it's got to truly just be for you, because those are the purest forms of joy, I believe, where there's no obligation of any kind. Because again, you like walking the dog, but you have to walk the dog. And there's certain times you're like, I ain't walking the dog today. And there's never going to be a time where I'm like, I don't want to go play. So I'm curious if you have those things that are the purest forms of joy. And if you don't, hopefully this is a sign for you to try to tap into some of that, because I think we all should have those things. And again, as a builder and an entrepreneur and a creator and a community, builder and a leader and all these things that I identify with and have created evidence, by being those roles, it's hard for me to say that. And so if I got to it, I know that like everybody else can find those things and needs those things for joy and fulfillment and just joy, just happiness. And so, yeah, that's what's going on in the life category. That's what's going on today, guys. Feeling great, building, hype, moving forward, and excited to keep going, man. Excited to keep working on this album for you. So thank you for all the love and support. Hit me up on socials. Follow me everywhere. I'm going to start sharing this YouTube more because we're at 360 subs, I think. But I'm excited to get this to 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs on the YouTube. Come on. I shouldn't even say that because this, oh no, we're deep into it. So this part won't go anywhere else. This part is just on YouTube. So if you're watching this, you got to it on YouTube. And I'm so grateful for you. And sub if you haven't. Share it if you haven't. Share my YouTube on your socials. That would mean the world, because when we get this to 1,000 subs, I'm going to be really excited and then beyond. So appreciate you. Let's go.